Combs allegedly planned and controlled his performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way.
You dig? My other brother. Yeah! Got my other brother. That bad boy weekend is coming in June, and you know I'm not doing it alone.
I'm the only one who's not offended by his brass approach, and he's not offended by mine. So, you know, we play rough.
Diddy freak-off tapes have resurfaced, and now they're at the center of a new trial that could potentially tear his empire apart. But here's where it gets even juicier. What does T.I. have to say about all this? He's been to those exclusive parties. He's seen Diddy in his most uninhibited moments. The big question is, does T.I. know more than he's letting on? Could he even be one of the victims of the chaos that's about to come to light in court? Stay tuned, because things are about to get messy.
As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
Just when you thought the Diddy saga couldn't possibly get any wilder, boom, another bombshell drops. We all know Diddy's reputation for hosting some of the most outrageous parties, but now things are taking a darker turn. The U.S. attorney has just revealed they've recovered tapes from his infamous freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled his performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
That's right, tapes that could finally expose the real Diddy. And there's one name that keeps coming up: T.I. Yes, the same T.I., who, for years, has dropped hints about Diddy's wild behavior, especially when the drinks are flowing. I've got all the receipts right here, but first, let's take a little trip down memory lane. Remember, T.I. has been vocal about Diddy's crazy parties for a long time. In fact, there's footage of T.I. himself at some of these parties, where, let's be honest, things look totally out of control. And we've got the evidence to prove it. Here's the thing, Diddy doesn't just throw parties. He throws full-blown freak-offs, wild, anything-goes events where the rules simply don't apply. But here's the kicker. It seems like it wasn't just the drinks that were flowing freely at these gatherings.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older.
But here's the thing. T.I. isn't the first to expose these shady parties. A number of celebrities have joked about how Diddy's behavior takes a strange turn when the drinks start flowing. Some have even hinted that these parties get a little too, let's say, unconventional when Diddy hits the bottle. Whatever that might mean, right? Many stars who've talked about Diddy now reflect on his legendary 1990s parties, the ones that solidified his status as Hollywood's undisputed party king. But if Puff was, and still is, a party animal, it's fair to wonder, is his problematic behavior just a byproduct of his heavy drinking? In fact, let's dive into one of the more infamous moments that went down on the show Drink Champs, where things got really interesting.
I got Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit, you know?
You'd think Diddy would be aware of how uncomfortable his behavior makes people, right? But in that Drink Champs clip, it's like he didn't even notice the atmosphere shift. Things got awkward fast, and it was pretty clear that the alcohol wasn't helping. But that wasn't the end of it. Diddy's drinking led him to say and do some seriously sketchy things throughout the rest of his appearance, leaving everyone watching in shock.
Did you miss me though? For real, because it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
You heard that right? Diddy straight up challenged Fabulous about whether they actually partied together, raising some serious eyebrows about what kind of partying Diddy really had in mind. And we're far from done. Diddy's erratic behavior on Drink Champs had everyone on edge as he continued to knock back drinks throughout the episode. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping story comes from his ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal. He claims that, back in the early 2000s, he and Diddy got drunk and took a bizarre late-night trip to a foreign bookstore. And what did they buy? A bag full of adult toys, including bee-plugs. Yeah, you heard that right.
I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah.
Gene found the whole situation both hilarious and bizarre, but it didn't stop there. According to him, Diddy packed those purchases for a concert in North Carolina, all while continuing to sip champagne on the way. When they arrived, things took a turn for the even weirder. Diddy headed straight to rapper Ja Rule's hotel room, where he had plans to put those purchases to use. But just when things were heating up, Ja Rule's cousin showed up unexpectedly, determined to surprise him. When Gene tried to intervene, Diddy wouldn't hear it. What happened next has remained a mystery for years. After entering Ja Rule's suite, both men were seen hours later, wrapped in towels, with no explanation of what had gone down inside.
And Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they
And if you think that's the end of the rumors surrounding Diddy's bizarre behavior, think again. The Game, another rapper with his own history of encounters with Diddy, dropped some shocking revelations while on Drink Champs. He opened up about his strained relationship with his brother, Big Face 100, who later posted, and then deleted, a photo on Instagram hinting that there's more to Diddy and the Game's relationship than just music. In that since-deleted post, Big Face 100 shared a photo of Diddy hugging the Game from behind, captioned, "Maybe it wasn't my street credibility." That certainly suggests there's a lot more going on here than we know. And let's not overlook what 50 Cent has said about the hip-hop mogul. The G-Unit leader has made it crystal clear that he has serious reservations about attending Diddy's notorious parties, which have long been the subject of mystery and gossip. At one concert, 50 Cent candidly told an amused audience, "That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties."
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. Hug you from the front and the back at the same time.
Here's a more engaging and dramatic take on this segment. 50 Cent has turned poking fun at Diddy into a bit of a sport, particularly regarding the rumors surrounding his sexual orientation. In the world of hip-hop, where gossip and rumors can be just as impactful as the music, it's crucial to understand how these stories took root. It all began with a wild story 50 Cent shared, an incident where Diddy allegedly offered to take him shopping and foot the bill for some new clothes. This moment quickly became a focal point for 50's playful jabs at Diddy. According to 50, Diddy's unexpected offer left him utterly bewildered, fueling the fire of speculation and making it a memorable anecdote in their ongoing rivalry.
Take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Diddy, however, later brushed it off as just a simple gesture of kindness, claiming he genuinely thought 50 needed some new clothes. But in the cutthroat world of hip-hop, where every interaction can spark endless speculation, this explanation only fueled the rumors further.
I thought he needed some clothes. He doesn't even know what he's saying. It's like, what? I'm a nice guy.
While Diddy tried to brush off his offer to 50 Cent as a harmless gesture, fans had a different perspective. They questioned why a successful artist like 50, who clearly had the means to buy his own clothes, would even receive such an offer. This incident was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to the intrigue surrounding Diddy's behavior. Things took an unexpected turn when Diddy made a high-profile appearance on the popular podcast Drink Champs alongside rapper Fabulous. The episode went viral, with fans and media outlets dissecting every moment. True to form, 50 Cent couldn't resist stirring the pot. He posted a picture of himself in a hospital bed surrounded by stuffed animals, captioning it, "Currently recovering from pettiness." He added, "Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow." As expected, these comments sparked a fresh wave of speculation. What was 50 Cent really insinuating? While his words were laced with humor, they raised concerns about the hidden secrets and agendas within the industry. It's worth noting that just months prior, 50 Cent had addressed a similar situation when a viral photo showed Lil Baby being embraced by billionaire Michael Rubin and Kyle Kuzma at Rubin's exclusive white party in the Hamptons. The image raised eyebrows, especially since Rubin is over 20 years older than Lil Baby, prompting discussions about the nature of such interactions at high-profile events. In his typical style, 50 posted the photo on Instagram, commenting, "See? This is why I don't go to no puffy parties. What the f*** on here?" Adding to the drama, a surviving Diddy documentary is reportedly in the works. A representative for 50 confirmed to TMZ that his production company, G-Unit Films, is developing this documentary about the allegations against Diddy. Proceeds from the project will benefit victims of sexual assault. In a recent teaser on Instagram, former Bad Boy Records artist Mark Curry alleged that Diddy would show up at nightclubs with spike bottles of Moet that contained a substance intended to make women slippery. He claimed that Diddy would warn his friends and associates not to drink from certain bottles.
They've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there.
While promoting his documentary, 50 Cent took some serious shots at both rapper Rick Ross and Diddy. He highlighted a controversial line from Ross's verse on the Rocco song UOENO, where Ross raps, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it." Those disturbing lyrics only added fuel to the fire of criticism surrounding both artists. Fast forward to today, and Diddy is in serious hot water. The U.S. attorney has revealed they've found tapes from those infamous freak-off parties, and the evidence isn't looking good for him.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
These tapes could potentially expose everything. And yes, I mean everything. From what really went down behind closed doors to the horrifying details of Diddy's alleged involvement with his victims. But here's where things get really interesting. The tapes aren't just evidence of wild parties. They might be the smoking gun that ties Diddy to crimes far more serious than just partying. And then there's T.I. He's been a witness to Diddy's party behavior from day one. So, what does he have to say now that these tapes are in the spotlight? While T.I. hasn't outright accused Diddy of anything major, he's hinted at the strangeness of those parties for years. Now, with these tapes in play, everyone's wondering, is T.I. holding back some serious dirt on Diddy? Could he have known all along, or could he even be a witness to some of Diddy's alleged crimes? It's hard to say. T.I. hasn't made any public statements directly tied to the tapes. Yet. But with these shocking new developments, it's no surprise fans are speculating. After all, when someone you've partied with for years suddenly has their darkest secrets exposed, it's bound to rattle anyone. Here's the burning question on everyone's mind. Does T.I. know more than he's letting on? It's a disturbing thought, but with these tapes now in the public eye, anything is possible. As Diddy's trial unfolds, the world will be watching closely. The freak-off tapes are already damaging, but the potential involvement of other celebrities like T.I. could make this case even more explosive. In the coming weeks, as more evidence surfaces and more questions get answered, Diddy's once glittering empire could completely unravel. One thing's for sure, T.I. is no longer in the background. Whether he likes it or not, his connection to Diddy has thrust him back into the spotlight, and the public will be waiting for more clarity on just how deep his involvement runs. Anyway, that's all for this video, folks. Stay tuned for more updates, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Bye.